It's early, early, early. It's early. Grand Rising. It is 5:06 a.m. and today is Sunday, June 29th, 2025. It's been a few days. My schedule has changed a lot in the last couple days. We may not be able to do a full pull today, but I at least wanted to come on, do some affirmations with you this morning, and get the day started on a positive note. So I'm just kind of getting my cards organized here for a minute, and then we'll jump right in. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Happy Sunday. Let's see. There we go. And of course, my nose started running as soon as I got ready to do the video. So please excuse my sniffles this morning. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. Just give me just a minute. Happy Sunday. All right, we're going to start off with our morning mantra, and then we'll get into the rest of them. I can take about an hour, so we'll do our best and get what we can within an hour. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not unto temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Ashe. All right, please excuse my sniffles. We're just going to try to push through this morning. Today, I'm going to fall in love with all the little taken for granteds that make this world so wild and dynamic. The planetary design team really went all out on this one. And then my greatest weapon against a bad day is a smile. So be grateful for all the little things that this world. Grand Rising. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a positive, peaceful morning so far today. Right now, we're just doing some affirmations. We just got our morning mantras of the day. Today, I'm gonna fall in love with all the little taken for granted that makes this world so dynamic and wild. Now we're going to get our grief affirmation for the day. Our second mantra, the greatest weapon against a bad day is a smile. Don't forget to smile today. The grief affirmation, I take things one day at a time. Enjoy your day. Remember to be grateful for all the little things. You know, we have a tendency, it's the little things that we forget to be thankful for, but it's those little things that we often miss when they're not here. Well, thank you for stopping by. We always like to get things started on a positive foot. All right, it's 5:10. My alarms will probably be going off about every 10 minutes. We're getting a new routine set up here. All right, now we're going to pull our chakra wisdom affirmation for the day. Last time we got truthfulness. Being honest with yourself, being honest with the people around you, being honest about all the little things that you have to be grateful for each and every day. All right, chakra wisdom affirmation. Thanks for stopping by. We probably won't get to do a full pull this morning. But I'm going to do the best I can with the hour that I'm working with. 4 o'clock comes early, and my body did not want to get up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I ended up sleeping until about 4:30. So I lost a little bit of time. But it's been a while since I've been able to come on. So I wanted to come do a video today. But I started a new job. So, you know, it is what it is. Creative manifestation, sacral chakra. Get my words about me this morning. We got the warrior on the bottom of the deck, solar plexus, and sexuality on the top of the deck. All right, solar. Sorry, why do I keep saying solar? Sacral chakra, creative manifestation. Pretty sure that is sandalwood. Yes. I just found me some sandalwood hand sanitizer the other day as well. And I don't have my lighter. Hold on just a second. It's Sunday, the first day of the week for me. Depending on how you look at the calendar, it may not be the first day of the week for you, but we're going to get this week started off on a positive note for sure. Sandalwood, I know actually in that new line of deodorant for men, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's something about Sasquatch. The sandalwood in that deodorant is a good smell. All right. Creative manifestation. I have the ability to manifest and create positive outcomes in my life. It is a time for me to manifest what I need. I ask myself, what do I need? I am optimistic and creative in carrying out all of the tasks that come my way, even the seemingly mundane ones. And I maintain a positive attitude in all I do. I'm open to receive and I am deserving. So taking one day at a time, making the time to really find out what it is you need, what it is that you want, what direction you're wanting to go. We talked about it a lot in the last video. If you don't know what you want, if you don't know what you need, if you don't know where you're going, how can your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High, even the people physically around you, how can they help you if they don't even know, if you don't even know what you want, how can they help you get what you need and what you want? So it's important to make the time. Don't just wander aimlessly through each day. Have a goal. We talk about that a lot as well. Setting small little goals to accomplish a bigger goal. All right, now we'll get an affirmation from the Affirmators deck. And then we'll pull from the Wild Offering Oracle. I do have the music playing a little bit in the background. That's more for the fur babies than it is for us. But if you can hear it, I hope it's not a distraction. It is in the other room. So, all right. Our affirmation from the Affirmators deck. All the self-help without the self-helpiness. I enjoy the humor that they use in these cards. Very childlike humor. All right, we got everyone's a teacher. Everyone's a teacher. Everyone's a student. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today, I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for it really does say it that way. For playing your part and making me a better person. So, being thankful for those hard lessons that we sometimes have to learn. Remembering that everybody comes into our life for a reason. Whether that's to love us, whether that's to teach us a lesson, whether It may be because they need to learn something from us. They may need a little bit of love, a little bit of understanding. All right, now we're going to get our affirmations from the Wild Offering Oracle. Last time we got forgiveness, courage, and health. It's so important to remember that I don't care what anybody posts online, social media, whatnot. Nobody's life is perfect. Perfection is an illusion. You never know what's going on behind closed doors, what somebody's really having to deal with in their life. So just living and walking in this world with a kind heart, an understanding heart, a sympathetic heart. Remembering that we all have bad days. So don't take your bad day out on somebody else, and don't take somebody else's bad day personally. Not everybody has the ability to be kind when they're having a bad day. So don't take it personally if somebody takes their bad day out on you. Try to encourage them in some way, shape, or form. Back in the day, we used to say, kill them with kindness. It was 11:22 on the timer when I looked. All right, we got self-acceptance and calmness fell out of the deck. We really got too many here. Trust, body, impatience, and loneliness. We're going to put these back in and keep shuffling. That's way too many, but I at least wanted to acknowledge them. Also, I wanted to shout out Chris Dunley, I think is how he says his name, Donley. He's here on YouTube. He's been doing some lives here lately. He's a musician. I've caught him the last couple times he's gone live, and he takes song requests. But if you've never heard of him, go check him out. All right, we got direction that came out. We got perfectionism on the bottom of the deck and abundance on the top of the deck. Remember what I just said about perfectionism. Nothing, nobody, life is not perfect. Perfectionism is an illusion. All right, we got direction. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Also, a reminder that these affirmations are on the shorts section of the channel. You can go there and screenshot them. That way you can say them for yourselves. Hopefully it won't be much longer until I'll have the internet connected and we'll be able to do it from the laptop, and you won't have to do that anymore. All right, then we got perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Remember, everybody makes mistakes. Go back to our grief mantra. I take things one day at a time. Don't project yourself in the future. Don't be stuck in the past. Live each day to the fullest. Today, I'm going to fall in love with all the little taken for granteds that make this world so wild and dynamic. Being grateful for the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. All right, and then we got abundance. Divine beloved, please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and I am open to being a vehicle for abundance. Going back to us talking about what you want. Abundance. When you talk of, a lot of times when people think of abundance, they think of material abundance, finances. But abundance can come in all shapes and sizes. It could be, finally feeling at peace with your mental health. Peace of mind, that is a big form of abundance. Just being secure and feeling safe in your day-to-day life. us, especially in the United States, really take that for granted. We don't understand, we've never really had to live a life where we weren't free to be ourselves every day. So, abundance of self expression, that's definitely something to be grateful for. All right, now we're going to pull from the Namaste deck, the Stress Less deck. Last time we got, it's not about the destination, it's about the experience. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. What can you learn on this journey? What is our purpose for the journey? A lot of people, they think about that, like they have that question, but they don't take the time to really find the answer. Excuse me. I am drinking my coffee, so I actually tried my coffee a little bit different this morning. I put my matcha powder in with my coffee this morning instead of when I would normally put it in with my smoothie, but I don't have a way to make my smoothies to go. It was 16:16 when I looked at the timer. So until I can get that figured out, I won't be able to take my smoothies with me to work. So I just put it in my coffee and hopefully it'll give me the extra boost that I need this morning. Which it feels like it's working so far. So if you've never tried that before and you've wanted to try the matcha powder, you can mix it in with your coffee and it doesn't make it taste horrible. All right, Namaste, stress less. Creative manifestation. I have the ability to manifest and create positive outcomes in my life. Remember the things you are good at is the Namaste card that we got for today. Make a list of all the things that you are good at. If you need help, ask people close to you what they feel your best characteristics are. Ask people what talents they believe you to possess. The range of the good things will start pouring in from small to large. As your list comes to a close, be amazed and grateful for all the things you have become proficient in. You have acquired much skill. Be thankful. Being grateful helps our body react in a positive way. All of a sudden, we can feel an overwhelming sense of abundance when we remember to be grateful for the things we have or are good at. This will help vanquish any feelings of stress. We did get the abundance in our affirmations. So being grateful for the things that you're good at, realizing that, things that you're good at not everybody is good at those things. It's a special skill. It's a special quality that you yourself have. Not only acknowledging that, but embracing it. Is it something that you haven't been acknowledging that maybe could help in your day-to-day life? Whatever it is, whether it's being a really organized person, whether it's, maybe you're good at sympathizing with people, empathizing with people, that if you're in any kind of field of counseling or even really working with the public in general, those are good skills to have. All right, now we're going to pull from the Angels of Abundance deck. I hope everybody's having a positive, peaceful, productive morning so far, or day. I'm really trying to get out of the habit of saying morning, but it's just a perfect example of how hard it is to break those habits when it's something, we've been saying our whole lives. All right, Angels of Abundance. After we pull from this, we'll pull from the angel numbers and the celestial insights. Wow, those we literally just got. Face your financial fears, do the work, and then focus on your priorities on the bottom of the deck. I wish I would have remembered to read to you what what I put back in. Deservingness. A lot of purple out here. All right, so face your financial fears. Do the work, focus on your priorities and deservingness. Remember that you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved. You deserve respect. You know, you deserve to feel special because we're all special in our own way. Going back to what we were just talking about, the different skills. You know, something that you may not consider a valuable skill or a valuable personality characteristic, that may be something that somebody else looks at you and admires you for that skill. So don't take them for granted. All right, do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So going back to what we talked about at the very beginning of the video, what do you want? You know, what do you hope to accomplish? Setting those smaller goals to accomplish a bigger goal, but also, you know, not being afraid to put the work in. All right. Focus on your priorities. What are your priorities? Are you focused on them? Are you putting your energy into the right place? Going back to the creative manifestation. What energy are you putting out? All right. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So, you know, whether that's your family, your career, your self-love journey, whatever that is, take the time to really notice and pay attention to where your priorities lie. Are you focused on the right things? Are you giving the right people, places, and things your energy, your time, your effort? All right, and then we got deservingness. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. We are all deserving. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve respect, not only from the people around us, but from ourselves. Very much lining up with focus on your priorities and do the work. Make yourself a priority. Sorry. I've got to get a better stand. The stand that I was using is a suction cup one. And because the top of this table is like fake wood, it won't suction to it. On my other desk, it's glass, so it suctioned to it quite well. So that's why you're jiggling a little bit, but we'll get it straightened out eventually. All right, now we're going to pull from the angel numbers deck. I do have to keep track of what time it is, so excuse me if I keep looking at the clock. It's 5:29 local time. All right, last time with the angel numbers, we got 6363, keep the faith. 1551, keep your dream. And 2222, stick to it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High, your higher self. Have faith that as long as you do the work, you focus on your priorities, that you are deserving of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Don't let people around you discourage you from chasing those dreams. You know, pick a direction. and head that way. Oh, that's a good song. I think that's Brandon Lake. Hallelujah. All right, angel numbers. Direction, perfectionism, and abundance. 1313 with the angel numbers. There's another one that flipped out. 929. 929, walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And then 1313, seek comfort. 55, be grateful. Gratitude always has a way of showing itself. 1551, which is one that we just put back on the top. Keep your dream. Bottom of the deck, 3, harmony. All right. 1313, seek comfort. Comfort, protection, assurance, support, safety, angels, and reassurance. The number 1313 brings special protection from your angels. They want you to know that you can seek comfort and safety under their watchful care as they work extra hard to shield you from negativity. In what areas of my life do I need extra comfort and protection? And how can I seek it with the reassurance of my angels? Take a moment to create a comforting space for yourself, whether through relaxation techniques, meditation, or connecting with a trusted friend. Remember that you are under the care of your angels. All right, and then we got walk away, 929. Release, let go, new beginnings, self-respect, moving on, and freedom. Let go of people and situations that no longer support your spiritual growth. You deserve love and respect, and it is your right to seek environments that honor your well-being. What aspects of my life or relationships are no longer serving my highest good? How can I start moving away from these influences? Identify one relationship or situation that is holding you back and make a plan to gradually distance yourself from it. Focus on surrounding yourself with people and experiences that uplift and support you. So going back to what we talked about already this morning, with the deservingness angel of abundance card, you deserve love, you deserve respect, you deserve understanding, you deserve abundance, you deserve to be able to focus on your priorities. And maybe one of those priorities may need to be finding a comfortable, making that comfort space for yourself, a place where you can truly relax and feel at ease, and using that time of comfort to really prioritize yourself. Take the time to find out if there are people, places, or things that you need to walk away from. People that maybe don't deserve your time and your company. Maybe you're dealing with a situation that, somebody is expecting perfectionism out of you. Don't let somebody else put you down. If your personality or your abilities doesn't line up with what they expect, have the confidence and love yourself enough to be able to walk away from people that are like that. All right, and then we have 55, be grateful. Gratitude, abundance, acceptance, positivity, contentment, and reciprocity. Very much lining up with the abundance affirmation that we already got. Stop dwelling on problems you cannot solve or situations that bring you down. Embrace gratitude and reciprocity for what life offers, and you will align with your soul's desires. What are 3 things I am grateful for today? And how can this shift in focus help me align with my soul's desires? Make a list of things you are thankful for today and take a moment to express appreciation for them, allowing yourself to feel content and open to receiving more. Being grateful for, going all the way back to our morning mantra. Today, I'm going to fall in love with all the little taken for granteds that make this world so wild and dynamic. All the little things that we have to be grateful for that most people on a day-to-day basis have a tendency to lack appreciation for. It's those little things that most of the time when they're gone, we miss. All right, now we're going to pull from the Celestial Insights. Last time we got guilty, surrender, admiration, and enlightenment. Even if you're having a bad day, which I hope you're not, but, we're all dealing with different things. 31:33 on the timer when I looked. My greatest weapon against a bad day is my smile. And I suppose a bunch of free money, but I won't get greedy. So, even if you're having a bad day, try to smile, try to have the attitude of gratitude. We may not have everything that we want, and unfortunately, sometimes we don't even have everything that we need. But remember to pray about it, let your needs be known. Practice creative manifestation, and also remember that everyone's a teacher. Embrace all the different relationships that come into your life, new people that you might meet. They may be there to help you. They may have been sent into your life specifically just to help you. You never know. Soul happy, rekindle connection is what came out. Spirit on the bottom of the deck. And marriage on the top of the deck. Wow. All right. So we did get that energy a little bit, I think it was last week, about partnerships, partnering with people that have some of the same goals that you have and working together as a team. All right. Your soul is longing to reconnect with something or someone. Have you drifted away from a meaningful connection? Take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or experience, as it may bring deep joy. That's lining up with angel number 1313, seek comfort. If you're in a relationship of any kind, whether that's like a spouse relationship or a friendship or a coworker or whatever that is, if being around that person or being in that connection makes you feel uncomfortable, it makes you question the things that you're good at, if it has a negative effect on that, maybe it's time to reconsider that connection and maybe walk away from it. All right, and then we have spirit. The power of your spirit is always there, quietly supporting you. If you feel lost, take time to listen to your inner voice. Through meditation or simple outdoor activities, you can reconnect with your inner voice. So that's lining up with walking away. So if your gut intuition has been telling you something, listen to it. And we talk about it here a lot. Making the time to be able to connect with yourself, to check in with yourself, every so often, to, get yourself realigned, focusing on your priorities. knowing that you deserve to be comfortable in all relationships, no matter what kind of relationship that is, being grateful for the relationships that are a part of our life, that encourage us, that motivate us, that love us, authentically. All right, and then we got marriage. Marriage is a blend of love, trust, and responsibility. Are you considering a deeper commitment? Ensure you are ready for the responsibilities and challenges that come with it. So, very much going back to focus on your priorities, making sure that the connections that you're making are evenly yoked, that there's reciprocity, that you're receiving just as much as you're giving. Loving yourself enough to walk away if there is not an equal give and take, no matter what kind of relationship that might be. All right, we're going to go ahead and end it there. That's all the affirmations for the day. It is 5:41 real time. I'm sorry that we didn't get to do a full video today, but I at least wanted to come on and do the affirmations and encouragement and motivation for the day. I may come back later on this afternoon and finish it up. We'll just see how the day goes, see what time it is when I get home. As always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it could have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.